Hey yo, it's your boy Los. It's been a minute, but let's get it.
From the mind of God is only right.
Click, click. It's King Kong when the record's on. Dope with the healing like the clinic with the methadone. In time with the clicking of the metronome. Fishing the pattern like the rhyme scheme is herringbone. It's Christ up and it's our decision. You boxed in if we thinking outside the paradigm. And we ain't worried about all that talking and pessimism. We too busy mastering social media algorithms. Man, don't nobody care who rap. Where I'm from, all they wantin' is them racks on racks. And where I'm from, they be running with them cocaine packs. Cause in the trap, segregation, how the white move blacks, that's different. I got Yeshua in my eyes, them biblical hieroglyphics whenever the corner cries. I'm knowing that my opponent is praying on my demise. God mercy is the reason my enemy's still alive. That's real.
Alright, so like I said, it's been a minute. Reason being, I don't know, man, I kinda enjoyed really just listening to music for the sake of just listening to music, man. I know I missed a couple great bangers, man. SO dropped the album, I thought was pretty dope. Actually, I started doing a review on that one, and it just, I was just really enjoying the album too much and not in a critique kind of way, and so I was just like, I'll let it pass, I'll get the next one. And then Eshawn dropped the Monster album, and I was like, yep, about to review this one, but then it was like, nope, I'll let it pass. And so I just really been enjoying the albums. But anyways, I want to get back into it, and so we're here now. But talking about Selah the Corner's latest, and probably think the last album as far as Hoodie season is concerned, Hoodie season Volume 3. I'll tell you from the door, I'm not a huge Selah fan. I'm not gonna say I think this is gonna start an argument. I can say already, but I personally think Bumps is probably the weakest of the whole God Over Money camp crew. Selah and Bumps are like, because I don't know, I'm just not a fan of them. Bumps has some one-liners here and there, but overall, I just don't think he's all that dope or whatever. Dayton is still my favorite of God Over Money. Bizzle falls in maybe second. But the point is, Selah the Corner's not one of my favorite MCs off God Over Money, or just favorite MCs in world average. But the Hoodie season joints have been pretty decent. I remember first hearing Hoodie season Volume 1 and was shocked and amazed because I thought it was a pretty dope little album. One of my favorite songs on it was Geronimo or something like that. That was a pretty dope little joint. I don't remember Volume 2 all that much, but we're at Volume 3 now, and I gotta admit, I was impressed. Very much impressed. I was actually kind of sad to hear that it's gonna be possibly the last of the Hoodie season joints. I was just really impressed. I thought that lyrically he stepped his game up. First time hearing the album, I was a little bothered because I thought the production was really dope, right? And I felt that he didn't give his all on the production on a couple of the first maybe two, 3 songs. But going back and hearing it again and again and again, well, not again, but hearing it a couple more times, I was like, wow, okay. He might not be saying a lot, but he's saying a lot of what he's saying, if that makes sense. So he's not necessarily giving you extended songs, but in that little time that he gives you, he's putting a lot of heat in that, you know what I'm saying? And he makes mention about the fact of still being the C of the CHH, but not as much of the HH, you know what I'm saying? So I get the impression that maybe he's going to pastoring, whatever, but dumbed down, for very lack of better words, the hip-hop part, but more so focus on the Christian part, and I respect that. I liked hearing that. That's not shade to him by no stretch of the imagination. Just I liked hearing that he wants to put in the future, wants to put more emphasis on the Christian aspect as opposed to the whole hip hop aspect. And I appreciate that. It's a decently long album, 10 tracks. Got a bunch of hitters on there, Bumps on here, Hits is on here, is on here. DJ Mystical's on here, dope song with him. Who else is on there? There's a few. I didn't hear Bizzle. Dayton, it's funny. Dayton's on this album, and I have to say, straight up, point blank, my personal opinion, this is the first time I heard Dayton on a song and he didn't outshine the person he was on the song with. Usually, Dayton gets on a track and he just feels it's necessary for him just to destroy, not in a disrespectful manner, all definitely glorifying the Lord, but it's just his mission to just go all in on the song. And I didn't think he did that on this album, this song here. I didn't think that Dayton gave 110 on it. I was just disappointed, actually, to be straight with you. To be 100, which I was disappointed. I'm used to Dayton just, you know what I'm saying, overall just killing it. Didn't get that. He didn't kill this one. Good. It's okay. But he didn't kill it. But Dayton's on the album. And a couple other cats, you know what I'm saying? It's not a flooded, album, but it's definitely got a few cats on here. Like I said, production is dope. My favorite song by far on the whole album is BCAD, so Before Christ, After Death. Not gonna lie, I didn't catch it at first. I was like, what is BCAD? It just didn't hit me at first, but as time went on, I'm disappointed in myself for not catching that, but as time went on, I caught it though, and I gotta tell you, the homie Hoodie is on that song. Boy, like I rewound it. So the song comes on, and Hurt comes out the door, he kicks the door in. Double doors, he kicks it in, and just lets you know that, hey, he's here. He's not playing around. And I have to admit, I gotta tell you straight point blank, I was floored. I thought his schemes, his man, overall, just a dope verse. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I stopped the song. After he was done, I stopped the song and rewound it again, played it again. I did that at least 3-4 times in a row. And to this day, whenever I put the album on, I'll go right to that song there first, and then maybe once or twice, and then go back and start the whole album over again just to hear the whole album. I just think he just did a monster job. And actually, I thought Hurt was the homie IV. And so I hit IV. I'm like, yo, bruh, tell me that's you on. I knew it said Hurt, and it said IV, but I just thought maybe, I don't know, maybe IV was going to go by a different name. I've heard Hurt before. I don't know. Anyways, and I hit IV up. I was like, yo, tell me that was you on Selah's song. He's like, nah, that's my homie Hurt. I said, bro, he sounds just like you. And he's like, yo, we get that a lot. So that was just dope. But I was hoping that was IV though. But shout out to the homie Hurt, man. Killed that verse, bro. Monster verse. Now I've heard Hurt before, so it wasn't my first time, but on that verse there, he killed it. But I thought this was a good album though, man. I thought it was a really, really good album. I think of the 3 Hoodie seasons, this was probably the dopest. I felt like the first Hoodie season, although it was good, I felt like it was more commercial. I felt this is my personal opinion. I felt like it was more just get some catchy one-liners and whatnot. Like I said, I didn't really get too much into the second one. But this one here, to me, that of what I know of the 3, was just dope. I was just really impressed, man. It was a dope album. It was a really, really good album. I'm gonna say that. Usually when they do the whole freestyle ciphers and whatever, and Selah's on there, I don't know. I think here's the thing just about me, right? I think the reason why I'm not the biggest Bumps or Selah fan is because this is gonna sound foul, and he says a line on here in the BCAD. He says I'm gonna mess up the line, but basically he says so Hurt goes through about basically being a Crip. And basically, you got 4 enemies coming at me. I'm gonna turn 4 into 2, and just going so forth, right? And just basically just put out he used to be this, used to be that, but then Christ saved, and now he's moving forward with the Lord, right? Then Selah comes in, and Selah, he says, and I'm gonna mess it up, but basically he says what could have, or what possibly could have been with him, right? And so that there kind of fed more into how I've always viewed him. I don't believe him, and that sounds foul, and I'm sorry about that. When I hear him spit about, quote unquote gang stuff or past stuff or whatever, I feel like, this is just me, I feel like he's part of God Over Money, and so it's like he gotta say some gangster stuff or some deep past street stuff to fit in. I just don't believe him or Bumps. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they don't have to be part of that. I don't think Dayton was a gangster or like that. But it just, when you think of God Over Money, you think, rugged, rough, rugged, so on and so forth. But just when I hear them two spit, I just don't get the impression that their life was, before Christ, was as gangster or thuggish or whatever as they're trying to portray. That's me. I'm sorry. And maybe that's just for me, and maybe they're not even trying to even portray that, but that's just what I get. I don't know. So I guess whenever I hear Selah, I just don't believe it, man. I'm sorry. If you see this, homie, please forgive me. No disrespect. I just something about when you spit. I'm not saying you can't spit. I'm not saying he doesn't have lyrics. He doesn't have bars. I'm just saying that something about it is just not believable to me. I believe he's saved. I believe he loves God. I believe he is headed towards the kingdom when it's all said and done. But I'm just not a believer in him or bumps that they are, whatever. It's whatever. But yeah, at the end of the day, man, dope album, man. I'm really impressed with the album. I keep saying dope. It's not necessarily a dope album. It's a great album. It's a good album. It's a really, really good album. We'll go with that. We'll stick with that. Really, really good album. Really impressed with it. I definitely say cop it. Don't stream it. If you do stream it, man, please stream it 1,000,005 times today alone. Let the homies get their money, get their points up, man. Production was really good. Really impressed with production. Bass was deep in it. I enjoyed it. Definitely a good gym album, good ride album. I would have appreciated that would have came out in the summer. Would have been a dope late night ride type album. But good album, man. Really, really good album, man. Definitely impressed. I get to hear him lyrically on a different level than I've heard him before, and I expect some say, no, he's the same. He may be, but to me, it just was just different. To me, this was better. This seemed to be more groomed, more like he honed in on his skills and his style, and just became a doper MC, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, good album, man. Go cop that. Help the homies out, man. For real. Spread the gospel like they trying to do for real. Shout out to God Over Money, man. They getting it. Yeah. All right, y'all. Grace. Oh, my bad. Forgive me. Not sure how I forgot to mention the homie Riggs, man. He's on the song called Tiny CHH. Dope track, man. I had the privilege of reviewing his album a while back, man. Got to know him a little bit, man. Good dude, man. Yo, he killed it. I think I know who Jules is, but I can't really put it together who Jules is. But shout out to the homie, man. Riggs is a beast, man. I'm a fan of his. I think he did a good job representing New York to the fullest, which is what he does. Shout out to the homie Lavoisier as well. Lavoisier's on this album. He took a little jab at the social justice warriors. I want to know how that turned out. I want to know how the feedback from that joint was. But dope song though. I'm glad to hear him back on the track. I know he's into computers and things like that, and so I was I think it's computers. He's into something like that. My bad if I'm wrong, but I know he's always been part of God Over Money, but kind of like in the background kind of ordeal. And so, but it was good for me to hear him on this here, even though he still got it. He fighting that Second Amendment hard though, man. He making sure you know I'm gonna carry this. But yeah, shout out to the homie, man. He did his thing, man, for real. But yeah, I'm probably missing some other people. No, it wasn't that many people on the album. Like I said, it wasn't a star-studded album. It was just a dope album, though. Good album. I keep saying dope. Maybe I should just say it's a dope album. But I don't feel like it was an overall dope album, so I don't know why I keep saying I want to say it's a dope album. Whatever. Good album, man. Go cop the album, man. Support the homie. Anyways, I'm done. That's it. Shout out. Holla.